Western Iowa Tech Television. This is an Election 2018 update. Good evening and welcome to WITCC's midterm election coverage. I'm Jorge Quesada. Gage is joined by Steve Warnstadt, former state legislator and current director of government relations for Western Iowa Tech.
Thanks for joining us, Steve.
Thanks again. Glad to be here.
So we've got more number updates.
So I mean, there's a number of surprises. I think one of the big ones that came out today was State Senate District 7. Highly contested race between the incumbent Republican Rick Bertrand, who ended up losing by about 450 votes to Jackie Smith, who is the Democratic candidate. She had been a former former county supervisor in Woodbury County. She had been in the race the entire time. Senator Bertrand had been the incumbent, had intended to retire. There was a candidate that had filed in that contest who ended up dropping out, and then Senator Bertrand got back into the race, expended a good amount of money trying to win the race, but you can see getting into the race rather late. He came up just short, about 440 some votes. So out of 17,000 votes cast, again, goes to show just how much a single vote or a number of votes here and there
very close.
make a big difference. Some of the other local races in terms of the state legislature, incumbent Tim Cassina was able to defeat or hold off Bob Henderson in House District 14, which is the west side of Sioux City. And then a hotly contested race for the State House in the Morningside and Sergeant Bluff area between Jacob Bossman and Rita DeYoung. Representative Bossman, the incumbent, was able to stay in, hold off and win that seat. Statewide, it looks like Fred Hubbell is still leading Governor Reynolds, but that's still probably at this point still too close to call. A number of counties still have not pulled in, provided their numbers. I think highlighting again the difference that single votes make at this point, what we're seeing at the Secretary of State race, Deidre DeGier, the Democrat versus incumbent Paul Pate, out of 450,000 votes cast. At this point, the margin between the two candidates is 800 votes. So as you were noting, that's about 1/16 of a hundredth percent. You're just really good at math. Coming up with it off the top of your head.
I spent a lot more time trying to figure that out.
So that, I mean, it's a very exciting race. Oh, so we do have that number. That's an initial number. You see 5 out of the 1,677 counties where Paul Pate was well ahead. In the meantime, that race is narrowed significantly, and it's a very, very tight margin. We talked about, again, how some of these races may come down late in the night. That one might be one of them. And I think the other big race, so you've got Fred Hubbell ahead of Governor Kim Reynolds, as I had noted earlier, but still a lot of precincts left. I think more precincts have come in since those numbers were first put on, but still a very, very tight race. I don't think anyone
Have you been seeing numbers from that northwestern
quad we were
county?
Showing, as you and I were discussing, some of those precincts have come in, but not all of the precincts. But then the numbers that the Secretary of State was providing did not have any of Woodbury County's numbers, which we have. We have pretty much all Woodbury County numbers at this point. And the last race I think we would want to highlight is the 4th Congressional District. So the Secretary of Ag race, Tim Gannon, the Democrat, is taking on Mike Nigg, the Republican incumbent. Again, Mr. Gannon's got a decent margin. The numbers that I've seen thus far continue to show that. Mike Fitzgerald, the incumbent treasurer, Jeremy Davis was nominated at the state convention by the Republicans, and so Mike Fitzgerald has been in office for about 30 years, and seeing the power of name recognition and a good turnout helping.
Something we've talked about a little
Mr.
bit
Fitzgerald.
is how I've noticing just seeing these numbers now. Every other race, it seems, is either one's Republican, the next one's Democrat, Republican, Democrat. It's a mixed bag, and that's
the numbers are right now, I mean, the numbers statewide are very much up in the air, and you're seeing the Democrats leading in one and behind in another, but it's very, very tight. For those of you, this is your first big election. We're only an hour and a half into this. This could go till midnight, a long night ahead. We will probably have some special vote counts after the election some recounts that may take place because we've got a lot of close races. But still, it's surprising in a way that some of these races are as close as they are with the overall economy being what is. Normally that favors the incumbents.
Yeah.
So this is a bit of a surprise. Looks like some numbers have been updated for the governor's race, and Fred Hubble still is maintaining a decent-sized lead. You know, when you're seeing only 200 out of the 1,600 precincts, I don't know that there's a whole lot to draw from that. I did see some numbers where in Johnson County and in Lynn County, so Iowa City and Cedar Rapids, where you'd see a big Democratic margin. Some of those precincts have come in, but not all. Sioux County, Lyon County have not all come in, so we still have quite a bit left. This is showing more updated numbers again, showing how that Deidre DeGier, Paul Pate race has gone back and forth. So the previous one, so very exciting, nerve-wracking night, especially for the candidates and those that were working for the candidates.
This shows the importance of voting in your local elections, for
absolutely.
sure.
And so I don't know if we have the numbers for the congressional race in Northwest Iowa with Steve King and J.D. Schulten, but that's been yet another one of the somewhat of a surprise in a way. The district normally leans very Republican. Mr. King has won normally with about 60% to 40%, and the numbers are all indicating at this point it's a very tight race. You can see with 498 precincts, 28 have come in, a 3,000 vote margin. Interestingly enough, in Woodbury County is showing that J.D. Schulten was winning by 3,000 votes in Woodbury County. So this is going to be a very close race, it appears. A lot of the rural areas yet to turn their votes in. So,
suppose we have a lot of baseball fans then.
It may be J.D. Schulten's field of dreams. We'll see yet, but way too early to count. But again, all of those races show it's very tight. Some of these going against what one would have expected, showing how the only important poll is the one that occurs on election night or the early voting.
Yeah.
So,
well, we'll be right back after this break.
For a degree in video and media production, Western Iowa Tech is the place to go. Through the video program, you'll gain knowledge from instructors with real-world experience through a combination of hands-on exercises, lecture, and real-world applications. You'll learn how to shoot and edit video, the basics of lighting and sound, and scripting for TV and film. Upon graduation, you'll be ready to enter the world of live television and video production. Get going and visit witcc.edu for more information.
Every day across the country, hundreds of college radio stations take to the air,
broadcasting music and programming that you won't hear anywhere else.
College radio changes the lives of those who are involved with it.
And can change those who listen to it too.
You can support college radio by donating to the College Radio Fund.
This fund gives financial grants to college stations that need it the most.
And is run by a nonprofit charity called the College Radio Foundation.
For more information, please visit collegeradio.org.
For a degree in audio engineering, Western Iowa Tech Community College is the place to go. Through the audio program, you'll get to learn from instructors with real-world experience through a combination of hands-on exercises, lecture, and real-world applications. You'll learn how to operate sound equipment for live events and sound design, such as mixing and editing for media. Upon graduation, you'll be ready for the world of audio mixing and production. Get going and visit witcc.edu to find out more information.
Every day, hundreds of college radio stations take to the air. Students are building skills they can use in the industry. They gain experience on the air and organizational talents that can be put to use in a workplace. Supporting college radio and donating to the College Radio Fund gives the colleges money to work with and opens the doors of limitless possibilities to students. The grants are given out by a nonprofit charity, the College Radio Foundation. Help prospective hires earn the experience they need. For more information, please visit collegeradio.org.
Welcome back to WIT TV's midterm election coverage. Down at the Woodbury County Courthouse is Luke. He has some preliminary numbers on local elections. To you, Luke.
Luke Jansma, back again at the Woodbury County Courthouse, where it's begun to clear out a little bit after some cheering at the recent results of one of the polls. And now we're going to show you the results of some of the polls, or the numbers we have right now. So first off, State Senator District 7, Jackie Smith with 9,103 votes beat Rick Bertrand at 8,667 votes. This is final. For State Representative of District 14, Timothy Casina has 3,266 votes, while Robert Henderson is at 2,611 votes. For Board of Supervisors District 2, Flora Lee is at 11,874 votes, while Jeremy Taylor is ahead at 19,009 votes. For Board of Supervisors District 4, Carter Smith is at 11,627 votes, while Matthew Ung is at 14,000 votes. For County Treasurer, Bruce Garby is at 9,914 votes, while Michael R. Clayton is ahead at 14,691 votes. And the precincts of each of the elections, State Senator District 7 has 11 of 22 precincts. State Representative of District 14 has 5 out of 12 precincts. Board of Supervisors District 2 has 24 out of 45 precincts. Board of Supervisors District 4 has 24 of 45 precincts. And County Treasurer also has 24 of 45 precincts. That's all we have for right now. Back to you guys.
On to some numbers that we didn't cover. As we've seen.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be back again at 10:45. We'll have a look at the numbers once again.
For a degree in video and media production, Western Iowa Tech is the place to go. Through the video program, you'll gain knowledge from instructors with real-world experience through a combination of hands-on exercises, lecture, and real-world applications. You'll learn how to shoot and edit video, the basics of lighting and sound, and scripting for TV and film. Upon graduation, you'll be ready to enter the world of live television and video production. Get going and visit witcc.edu for more information.
Every day across the country, hundreds of college radio stations take to the air,
broadcasting music and programming that you won't hear anywhere else.
College radio changes the lives of those who are involved with it.
And can change those who listen to it too.
You can support college radio by donating to the College Radio Fund.
This fund gives financial grants to college stations that need it the most.
And is run by a nonprofit charity called the College Radio Foundation.
For more information, please visit collegeradio.org.
For a degree in audio engineering, Western Iowa Tech Community College is the place to go. Through the audio program, you'll get to learn from instructors with real-world experience through a combination of hands-on exercises, lecture, and real-world applications. You'll learn how to operate sound equipment for live events and sound design, such as mixing and editing for media. Upon graduation, you'll be ready for the world of audio mixing and production. Get going and visit witcc.edu to find out more.